My truck is saying that there's people around me. There's no people around me. But my truck says.
I traveled back into the 1970s and I saw him do Ziggy Stardust.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. Today's compilation includes a bunch of interesting and creepy videos that will challenge your reality. Like always, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button and let's get it.
Yo, what is that? What is that? Gone back, I close them again. See it there? Three of them, what that? Mama, you have video? Yeah. Your phone and now video good. I hold you for them, mama. Zoom up it. What the look there? Shit, me know me should carry next phone in a man. See them there, what them there? What them there? Bumbleclaw, what them there? What them there? What them there? Amma, what them there? What them there?
If you thought for a second that video was fake, the dialogue of those two guys should convince you otherwise. But all jokes aside, these look like flares which could be related to the military.
Alexa, what is the firmament made out of?
The firmament consists of fire and water, and of water only, while the stars consist of fire.
Alexa, what material is the firmament made out of?
From spellcheck.net. The firmament refers to the canopy of the sky, traditionally seen as a solid dome made of crystalline material.
Alexa, what crystalline material?
A crystalline material is a solid composed of atoms, ion, or molecules arranged in a definite and repeating 3 dimensions pattern. Unlike amorphous solid that melts at various temperatures, crystalline material has a specific melting point. It can be metallic, ionic network atomic, or molecular solids, or true solids. Metallic solid are known for their hardness, shininess.
Alexa's sourcing the information from spellcheck.net doesn't give me an ounce of assurance.
Most people don't know what this is.
What is that?
That is a catfish skull, of a catfish. But once you see this, you'll understand it. Do you see what you can see right there? Do you see the crucifix?
Yeah.
The cross of Jesus on the cross?
Yeah.
And then on the back, you see the shield of David.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
And then you can see the. Now watch this part. Right there. See that these are the rocks in the catfish's head. So watch this. See that right there? Every catfish has 2 rocks like that. They're unique, and there's no 2 like it in the world.
Oh, how interesting.
And that represents the dice that were thrown upon the cloth.
That's cool.
I couldn't really make out David's shield, but the other side looked like a crucifix.
This TikToker is fake, but she fooled millions of people anyways. This account posted this before and this after, but this is AI. Not a real person. First of all, her face was too perfect, you know what I mean? And the background is blurry. The cup has a weird misspelling on it. So I went to her profile and there are so many AI posts. Here's another post from her profile that got over 175,000 likes. AI. Weird blurry face in the background. Another misspelling on the lanyard. AI influencers are here, y'all. And they're fooling everyone, not just the elderly. They're fooling teenagers and young adults. They generated an AI photo of her at a tennis match. The background is blurry people. And this big before and after transition got 3 million likes. Likes, not views, likes. She's got 17,000 followers. And I'm saying she, but it could be some gross old man on his couch. We don't know. Please double check before you support a content creator because they're fake. And I'm not just going to stand by because it's ridiculous.
It may not be by her, but I'm sure I got tricked once or twice scrolling through my timeline.
Y'all, I need to show you this reptilian face in my tree. I'm not even kidding you. This is definitely for Amber. I'll tag her. Let me turn this around. Hello? Excuse me? I'm gonna assume that you're a guardian.
I wonder if she knows a tree company because they can help her get to a solution.
One of the military officers in Brazil, when he grabbed this creature and put it in the vehicle, it scratched him and he died from a bacterial infection that was never before seen.
God.
And now these doctors are coming forward telling the story. Have y'all heard about this? That's what's really going on in the world.
Damn.
In Varginha, Brazil.
Varginha, yeah.
Creatures came there, they stole gold from people. They stole titanium from people. One of them got trapped and was left there. They documented the saucer ship flying, looking for him for 6 hours. Couldn't find him.
Unless they're looking to make some jewelry or have some gold-plated aircrafts. I'm not sure why those extraterrestrials will want to steal gold.
This man is surrounded. He just doesn't know it yet. This guy was driving through the woods to a campsite when something strange happened.
Spooky thing, though. My truck is saying that there's people around me. There's no people around me. But my truck says. My truck says. People. Watch. If I slow down, they'll catch up. See? Right next to my... There's no one here. Okay.
His Rivian, which is an electric car similar to a Tesla, was sensing people around him even though no one was actually there. Now, this has happened before to other people, oddly often when driving through a graveyard, but that's usually due to the car sensing the heat from the sun absorbed by the headstones. This, however, wasn't the case here, as there was nothing around him that could trick his car's sensors. Some people thought it was the trees, but he tested it out, and his car didn't pick up anything. It's possible that something else was tricking his car's sensors, or that they were malfunctioning. Or he really was surrounded by ghosts.
Rule number 1, unless you're stranded, you can't come to a complete stop in the middle of nowhere, especially when your car is being spooky.
Acho que ela tá comendo alguma coisa ali, ó. Vamos ver se eu quero essas folhas aqui. Não vou chegar perto, não.
This looks like a flower with horns at the bottom. This has to be AI. Otherwise, please let me know what country this is so I never go there for vacation.
Let me ask you this, and this is a bit off topic. I've been seeing some people have been saying that they think the moon is a base and that it wasn't always here. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think you're going to like my answer, and I don't think I should probably go into it, but it's not a base. We will never go to the moon. It's not a physical thing, is what they say. There's no bases up there or things like that. It's what do you think the sun is?
The sun, well, it's a multi-layered thing with the moon and all that stuff, the sun. But the way they explain it, science, how we get light. Hydrogen fuses with helium, then those packets of light, photons come down to Earth so we can get light and heat. What I think it is something more of like a celestial being, because if you look at ancient Egypt, it was God's sun or the worship of sun. So in a sense, I mean, that's what we need essentially for, survival and whatnot. Almost like an entity.
The sun is a gas, it's fire. Now, what happens when you light a candle and the flame's going? What happens then when you take a cup and you place it over that candle? What happens?
It goes out.
Where is the sun located in space? What is it called? It's a vacuum. I know what they use in scientific language to make that what they say possible, even though it's not real what they're saying. But fire does not exist. That gas does not exist in a vacuum. So space itself is not real. The star systems that rotate above our head, they have not changed for thousands of years. That star has never changed its position. If the model of what we've been given with space and and the planet that they say we're on, the stars would not be still fixed to the positions that they have been fixed in for thousands of years, of what the time frame they give us for that time, nor would the sun be so precise at still shining in through tiny, tiny holes precisely right into the areas of these ancient structures. What they have done with NASA, when people believe in that, they are following the very they. They get millions, billions of tax-funded money. They have CGI. A lot of these are composite images. Take a look at Artemis mission to the moon. They say that we just went to the moon, and they took a photo of Earth. Now, that photo of Earth, they don't say it's a composite this time. But what they say is that it's a genuine, true photo of Earth. It's a perfect circle, perfect planet, and there's a lot of things in there that are false. But Neil deGrasse Tyson stated in a public video that the shape of the Earth is an oblate spheroid, and it's actually pear-shaped. That what we live on is a pear-shaped oblique spheroid, not a perfect circle. So then when they show you the perfect circle from NASA itself, where is the oblique spheroid? Where's the pear? That Neil deGrasse Tyson said himself, and this is public domain that everybody could see. So you go into the ancient texts and where we are. Even the Freemasons themselves, up to the 33rd degree, know the very creation of where we live. Yet they will deceive you and lie to you even through NASA's deception.
We thought the shade was going to be a little longer. Anyway, that thought it's exciting. It's going to be a bath and not a blood bath, a steam bath. And I think it's a great show. I thought if there was a storm now, that it won't be, that would be the perfect thing for the collection.
Maybe Michelle Lammy meant to say that she was going to take a nice hot bath after a long day working, because Michelle Lammy be putting in mad work. She don't play, guys. She's about her business. I don't know why she would say such a thing. Maybe she didn't mean to say that. That's why they laugh, because it's a joke, guys. Remember, these people play around a lot. They know what we want to hear, and they know what to say to get us going and saying things about things that don't exist. And they're real good with art. As you can see, she has Rick Owens' face on her like bag or her shirt. But everything is okay here, guys. Don't worry about it. This is cool. This is fashion at its finest. When it comes to fashion, Michelle Lammy and Rick Owens got it on Smash. Shut up! It's not a game out here. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only, because that's all this is entertainment. We just playing around, you know, pointing out things that people say knowing that they're joking around. And of course, I don't know anything. Let me know if you know anything. I'm out.
Her right ear was a big distraction. I could barely follow what you were saying. This looks pretty big, but small at the same time, but it just adds to a suspicion of the military and aerial sightings.
So many ice cream trucks out at night.
Am I missing something?
Maybe.
Am I missing something?
What the?
Hold on, that's not even the best of it. Am I missing something?
Come on, dogs. Why so many? I know what you're gonna say. Oh, they're filling up their ice cream trucks so they could be ready in the morning. But why so late? Why so many of them are meeting at the same spot? Why? Because it's a gas station. They all meet there to fill up their gas. You heard what's been going on with these ice cream trucks, remember? So why are there so many outside meeting up at the gas station? Who's this? Huh? Who's this guy? Because if he's in the ice cream truck serving ice cream, I don't want nothing then. Because I ain't never see this dude a day in my life. So for me to be buying ice cream off of him when he pulls up in this truck, you know what's going on here, guys. Nothing at all. Just an ice cream truck giving us ice cream. They've been doing this for years. Shout out to them. But something seems to be going on out there, because people are talking about these ice cream trucks more than often, saying that people, I ain't getting no ice cream off of him. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just letting people know that all these ice cream trucks are meeting up all hours of the night at the gas station, filling their gas tank up. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
Ice cream trucks have no business driving around in neighborhoods after sunset.
I think when I saw David Bowie,
You saw him?
I did. I traveled back into the 1970s and I saw him do Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, and it was incredible.
You traveled back.
Yeah, it was backstage, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And so I jetted back to, you know, the 2000s, and I was like, I can have the musical, make the music, create the lyrics, and create community around transformation and being queer, and not even just in sexuality, but just in how we see the world.
She seemed like she was dead serious about time traveling. I'm not sure what to make of that.
We love our new Moen touchless faucet. On, off. However, beware if you have dark colored black gloves, faucet may not be as sensitive to a darker colored glove.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't think anyone should get offended by these experiments. That's just pure comedy.
The documentary S4, the Bob Lazar story, the documentary about Bob Lazar came out recently, and I got a chance to watch it. And Bob claims that he was actually at Area 51 and walked into a UFO and got to go inside the spaceship and play around with technology and so forth. Did you watch this documentary?
Well, I've known him for years. There's no need to. I mean, there's no corroboration of it. And the science that he's presented it may or may not be accurate, but he was so young and there for so short a time, there's no way he would have been read on to the operational details of that object. I will say that, if he has corroborating documents or fellow workers, now this is what I've done. Like, for example, I have one black site out west where there are a half a dozen currently operate, and they have provided information to members of Congress and to others, and now people in the administration. So what I'd say is anyone like that, you need to gather corroboration, you need to gather other whistleblowers who were there, and it should be investigated. So otherwise, I don't know what to say about it. There's a very high bar when it's just one person's account. It's less of a bar, and remember, Area 51's pretty defunct area. That everything got moved out of there long ago. The real action is in Area 54, 52, and 53, and Pahoot Mesa and Groom Lake, and the really important materiel and operations are not there at all. They're up at the Edwards complex and the Lockheed Skunk Works underground facilities, where I have been, and I have photos of the underground opening at those sites. The Dugway Proving Grounds out in Utah, where we have a whistleblower and we know exactly where a vast underground complex is there. So even when he was there, that Area 51 region was, remember that its heyday was in the 50s, 60s, 70s. So, it's sort of, I'm not saying totally mothballed, but it's a curious account if you know enough about how these black sites have evolved and been built and been managed. And you have big corporations like the Bechtel Corporation, and they have a nuclear-powered tunneling machine. I have the patent for it that was developed in the 60s to build these underground chambers and tunnels and connectors. You can go underground near the Edwards complex and surface boom at the Nellis in Nevada, nonstop, underground.
So someone left the hatch open. Can anyone explain to me why there's 2 pipes that go in, but there's 3 options? How does that work?
Well, it works just like a kitchen sink. If you want cold water, you turn on the cold water. If you want hot water, you turn on the hot water. If you want warm water, you turn on both. And the 89 octane fuel is a mixture of the 87 and 93. So they both come on and mix. And no, it's not a conspiracy theory. No, you're not paying for 89 and getting 87. No, that's not a thing. This is how it works. It's kind of like Wednesday. You know what I mean? today's Wednesday, right? What is Wednesday, really? It's a little bit of Tuesday and a little bit of Thursday.
I had no clue that's how those gas station pumps work, but that makes perfect sense.
I think the government's spying on me. Is this a real pigeon? Look, it's got a tag on its foot. It's just chilling right there behind the pot, like it lives here. I wonder if it's one of those mechanical ones. Do you think it? Oh, it's got another tag on this foot. It's got to be the government. Look, he's discovered. Look, yeah, he's out. He's out. Yep. Am I supposed to get the tags off his feet? I think this is alien related. Look, it's got some kind of weird hieroglyphics on it. I don't think he's real. I mean, he looks real, but they got those mechanical ones, man, and that's definitely what this dude is. I'm not stupid. You can obviously tell. You gotta watch what I say from now on.
The pigeon looks real to me, but those look like the bird version of the house arrest bracelets.
Break a leg, y'all.
This thing is creepy, and this guy was having way too much fun doing this.
What? That's crazy. Like, it looks like you want to move or some shit. What is going on in Central Park, New York City, guys? People are saying that this statue is there, and I've been there a few times and I never noticed this. Usually statues are green, but this one is black. On a black horse with two swords. Shut up! Something is going on with this statue, guys. It really looks like it's staring at you when you walk by it. Something's going on with this statue, guys. And I don't know if this could come alive one day or not, but something's up with this statue, bro. Just looking at this picture gets me scared. Look. Why a black statue on a black horse in Central Park? Imagine walking by this thing at night. You gotta feel something. Why does it have the two swords like that? Something is up with this statue, guys. In Central Park, New York City. This is what people are saying, and look at it. This looks wild for real. Look. Shh. Shut up! I don't know about this, guys. Go check this out if you're in the area. Not just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Is just a statue. A guy on a statue, whatever that is, with two swords and a black horse. Nothing to worry about, guys. It's not alive. It's just a statue. I don't know. Let me know. I'm out.
I have never been to Central Park, but after seeing this, I wouldn't be going there anytime soon.
That small one, that's probably for a smaller ship. Get a close-up of that. I bet that little one looks like an entry port right there. What I'd give to get a chance to go up in there. Are you kidding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 different entry points to this alien base. This is the reason why I've stayed in Antarctica so long. Look at this thing. I'm giving an interview about alien bases and one shows up right behind me. This is a daily thing here. This is something that has kept me in Antarctica because I want to know more. And without the proper military support, I can't go deeper into this because this is NATO territory. It's been closed off. But a guy can wonder and a guy can watch from a distance and document. We've got multiple cameras here so that we can try to get this footage and upload this to the internet where everyone can witness this for free. We don't have to hide this anymore. I'm so sick of the government hiding what's really going on here in Antarctica.
We're going to go look at this more closely shortly, which is about as amazing as it gets. But apparently they were restored, because they all got toppled over during the war on the island, that virtually all of the Moai were toppled. And what we're looking at right here is kind of post-restoration, where there's some bodies and heads kind of left over in here. And then these things were the... Say the word again for these?
Bukao.
Bukao?
Bukao.
Bukao. And these are not hats, but they were actually hair, because the Polynesian hairstyle was to pull your hair up on top of your head and then make a bun.
You know, so these little round parts at the top, or the small parts at the top, are the bun of the hair. So these were all on top of the moai. And by the way, there's the quarry back there where they were all dug out of. Somehow made it down here. There's the fallen soldier that we saw in an earlier video. And then there's only one moai here with their hair on. The rest of them, during the restoration, chose not to put them back in place. But this was the way they originally stood. But the crazy war, where they were actually all pulled over. Just the guide said it took like 1.5 years to make one, and there are literally hundreds and hundreds of these things around the island, and just to topple them over, just destroy them, it's kind of its own crazy piece of activity. Anyway, these are massive. The biggest one they said was 120 tons, which is mind-blowing.
Those Moai statues are easily hundreds of years old, and I think the easy part was to make them, but I'm curious what device or machinery those ancient people used to move them around. If you have any idea, let me know in the comments. This bird is a great example of a stepfather. But hey, we'll end the video here. As always, thank you for the support, but before you leave, smash the like button and sub up. Share this video with folks that enjoy this type of content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.